What is up, everybody? This is Alex with Junior's Resale. Welcome back to this week's video. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what's sold in our eBay store, something to be looking out for when you're looking for selling DVDs, going to flea markets, things like that. I promise you're going to want to look out for these types of DVDs coming up. Then we're also going to talk a little bit about a conversation of buying and selling on eBay. So if you buy and sell on eBay, stick around. I want to hear your thoughts on something that actually recently happened to me, and also what would you do if you were in my circumstance as well, and your response to what I did in my circumstance. So let's jump into today's video. All right, so let's go check out the WWE DVDs, and I want to show you guys something really crazy. I've sold quite a few WWE DVDs, not Blu-rays, DVDs. There's a lot of editions of WWE out there, and guess what? I sold one this week. I'm going to throw up the listing right now. $26.85, and it was one I found at the flea market for $1, and I found a whole long line of them, and I just started scanning. There was some I knew that like had some, so I grabbed them. There was some, of course, like some WWE does not sell. Not everything does, but of course, like John Cena stuff, The Rock stuff, I guess can do well, but it's more of this stuff right here. I'm gonna show you one. If you ever see these WWE logos on the side, pull them out, take a look at them. Any of these right here, that's right. I know that's kind of a little bit of kind of a crazy title, but anyway, WWE, any of the female WWE wrestlers, we have some of this here. Again, I'm gonna show you that one. We actually sold one this week for $26.85, and I'm gonna show up a listing of that one. So very similar to these. They're complete with the inserts. They're in really good condition. I found them at the flea market for $1, and we're buying DVDs for $1, selling them for $20, $25. The one I've got, Divas Undressed, they are sold comps for $35. And I think I'm going to try to hold off and see if I can get 35. They're in great condition. These discs look like I've never been played. So, all right, so there we go. So we talked a little bit about wrestling DVDs. Now let's talk more about eBay and give you guys an update on eBay. Since in the month of May, we started the month of May with around 450 listings. And guess what? As of the other day, I was able to cross the 475 mark. So we've been close to 475 DVD and Blu-ray listings on our eBay store, which is crazy. It's a lot of work doing that. I don't just take stock photos, I take photos for every DVD. So if you remember the closet, how full the closet is, just imagine 3 or 4 or 5 photos a piece. But anyway, it's done. I'm happy to have the promotion going. I've got some like 25% off stuff just to see what works, and I'll report back. I'm very curious because my previous promotions didn't really work. And we sold, quite a bit last month, but I'm curious with that much more, how much can we sell? I'm not going to do weekly videos. Someone told me in another video, or at least I heard it in another video, like it's really hard to do eBay metrics monthly. So, or weekly, you should do them monthly. So anyway, that's what we're going to do, more monthly. So at the end of the month, we're going to see how many items I have in my store, how many have sold. I want to be, listing as much as I'm selling. I want to find that, kind of that halfway point. I think that's the goal. So anyway, I've listed so many DVDs of my own that I'm just trying to sell. I can't remember how much eBay says I have listed. I could probably look it up, but I'm doing free shipping on some of my stuff too. So you got to really kind of keep that in mind when I give this total number of how much is in my store. I'm going to be paying for shipping on, $3.19, pretty much anything that sells. What is my overall sales right now? Let me look. So $3,609.38. So definitely half of that's going to be shipping. Some of my stuff is $6, $7. So $3 of it's shipping, half of it's, but anyway, 471 active listings at this time of the video. $3,609 is what's listed. And, stuff is selling. You see WWE. I'm always on the lookout for that stuff. I'm always looking out for Blu-ray auctions. I just did another Blu-ray auction where, I found like 10 Blu-rays, and there was one Blu-ray in that lot that was still sealed, and it has a really good resale value. So anyway, it was a win-win for me. I was able to add movies to my collection, literally take that movie out and list it for the same price, just plus shipping. So hopefully I can make it a complete wash after shipping. That's the goal when I buy a movie with lots. So anyway, be on the lookout for that. You never know. You can make your money back buying lots and resell. This is like how the hobby has grown. Any hobby I know, but especially for movies, I know a lot of people do this, in bulk orders and stuff too. They'll buy in bulk and they'll sell off stuff at a little bit higher price. So whatever floats your boat. But for me personally, lots is where it's at. I like doing it mainly because you get to kind of go after the more sought after items. People aren't going to be bidding on those higher items if they don't have the money. So anyway, so the other day I was doing an auction and I was bidding on something, and I noticed that the person, if you look on a bid on eBay, you can see how many times they've bid. And this person had bid like way too many times. I mean, it was like 10 or 12 or 13 plus bids, which I don't understand what number they were putting their bids at every time. Like you have to go back at eBay each time. But long story short, I would just increase my bid every little bit, and it said I kept losing. And so I mean, the bid started at $80. I think when I got there on a bunch of Blu-rays, it was like 100 Blu-rays. And by the time we were done bidding and the bid was over, it closed like 160 plus shipping. So, you know, be careful with automated bidding. It'll bite you in the butt, especially if you have someone like me that comes behind you and just wants to see how much you're going to be bidding it up. Hey, that's the name of the game. People do it to me all the time. If there's a really, like a big collector item I want, a lot of the die-cast cars that I go after, people will bid those up just to see how much, you know, you'll be willing to go. And it kind of, you know, kind of thins the water a little bit. So anyway, look out for people like me, because that'll happen. And that's what happened last week. And when you're buying a lot, don't overpay for a lot is what I'm saying in the process of bidding and doing all of that on eBay. It can be a lot of fun, but you can spend a lot of money in places you don't need to. So anyway, so I had one more question that came up, and this was actually more of me venting than anything, but also what I did to combat a complaint. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when you leave an eBay complaint, like a negative complaint, you can typically file for someone, like if they left a terrible complaint, you can try to get it removed. Well, something interesting happened to me recently, and it kind of made me start thinking, and I don't know about you, comment down below, and this is a serious question I want to know from my audience specifically. Do you buy and sell on the same eBay account? So, like, does your username have your seller and buyer name? I know some people, this is like totally normal, like you have two accounts. I recently had an interesting interaction where something I bought, so it was on my buyer ratings, not my seller ratings, but it was something that made me really uncomfortable. And it was actually a rating where they put a positive as the type of interaction. So they put a positive interaction, but then they put a negative comment. And it was about something that got shipped to me that was completely damaged, but I got a positive comment. But then if people wanted to read it, you could go there right now. If you want to go to my eBay store, Judo's Resale, you'll see it under the buyer's comment. It was a positive comment, negative though, actually in the wording. And so this is something crazy to think about. You know, do you have a separate account for that type of stuff? Like, do you want that type of stuff showing up on your seller account? Like, it made me think, and you know what, I'm gonna be honest, mainly because I don't plan on ever selling on my other eBay account. If you have another email, I did it. And comment down below, is that taboo? Am I crazy for that? Am I maybe being a little over the top? I don't know. I think about this, and then I have this interaction where now it's on my buyer seller, you know, buyer ratings, and you can't remove a good rating. It doesn't make sense. So it's like this person kind of went out of their way for like $4. It was a $4 movie, The Three Stooges, which thankfully I had to return it, of course. I had to return a greasy movie. I kind of want to throw up a photo of the movie that I had to return just so you guys can see, like, some sellers out there, just give your $5 and under refunds. It's not worth the time and hassle for a review, paying return shipping, then getting a movie back that's absolutely useless. But like, I finally got the movie Three Stooges, and like, it's just, I cannot believe, I'll show you a photo. How about that? You know, I finally got Three Stooges back in the collection, but it was surely not the one that was greasy that you're seeing in that photo. I had to get another one. So, you know, it's just that type of stuff where you could get a bad review on your seller account and it's over something you bought, not something you sold. That's another thing I never even thought to think about. And guess what? I can't dispute a good rating. So, and mainly I'm trying to dispute the wording on it. So anyway, comment down below unless I've missed something, but look at my eBay, see for yourself. You can't not see it. It's pretty obvious. And it looks like I'm trying to get a movie for $4. So anyway, very frustrating. So that was my way of combating it, was doing another account simply on buying. And so, you know, get another account going with some ratings. That way, just in case whatever, you know, Daily Refinement, if you've heard of that name recently, like getting shut out of eBay or whatever, you know, if you have another account, you need one, you have one available, I guess, just in case. I don't know how all that works for taxes and all that. But anyway, something crazy on this week's video I wanted to bring up. Ask your questions and thoughts. Comment down below again. Am I crazy for having 2 different eBay accounts now? I mean, for me, it's a little bit more work, of course, back and forth, but I don't mind it. But again, my reasoning behind it. Comment down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Have you had something similar where like someone like that has actually gone out of their way to leave a good comment or good interaction, but negative comment? It's crazy, man. Never thought I would see that. And guess what? That's what I saw, and I'm not really happy about it, as you can tell. So anyway, comment down below if that blows you away as well. And on this week's video, that's it. So if you want to subscribe, that would be appreciated. Like the video and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. We're gonna do some giveaways soon. I know I've been slacking on the videos, but a lot more coming. May's got 470 listings on eBay. So I've got plenty of stuff. I'm shipping every day, which is awesome. I'm hoping I don't dump the eBay algorithm and start not selling. So anyway, I will keep you posted. And until the next video, I will see you guys then. Peace.